And buckle up, a Fox News alert. President Trump praising his team after the arrest of a top leader of MS-13.
Yeah, look at this. Man, is this live?
It was yesterday.
Oh, okay. We have exclusive coverage of the operation. Our cameras were rolling as AG Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel joined agents in the early morning takedown.
And David Spunt is live in Virginia, Manassas, Virginia, with all the details. Hi, David.
You were there.
Good morning to you. I was very early morning. This happened around 6 o'clock in the morning in Woodridge, Virginia. A 24-year-old top MS-13 leader, actually the top leader on the East Coast, was taken down into custody by the FBI. This was a DOJ FBI operation together along with Virginia State Police, ICE, and other different agencies. We have some video of this operation going down. The FBI director and attorney general watched this on a monitor from off-site, but they were watching in real time in cameras that were planted in the area to see this person get taken down. As far as the name is concerned, we're not able to release the name right now until this person has their first appearance, but we're told this person is a 24-year-old male from El Salvador living here in a residential apartment complex in Woodridge, Virginia. Got a knock on the door from SWAT teams early this morning, a little bit before 6 o'clock in the morning. He is now in custody. Here's some sound from our exclusive interview with the FBI director and attorney general.
First reaction is all of our law enforcement officers are safe. That was the number one thing. They're safe. They executed a clean, safe operation, and the bad guys in custody. And thanks to the FBI, we got one of the worst of MS-13 off the streets this morning.
We were able to be out here in force to show the American people, to be here in person, that this means a lot to her and the mission. Safety is our primary concern of these communities, and we effectuated that today.
Separately, he's one of the top 3 leaders in the country. Again, remarkable as he's just 24 years old. There's a press conference that begins with the FBI Director Kash Patel, Attorney General Pam Bondi, and Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin coming up in just a few moments. We're told there's a heavy coordination between Virginia and the FBI and Department of Justice on this. Guys, back to you.
So, Dave, real quick, David. So typically when they do those raids, they have the principal target, and then there's other people that are along with the person. Was he the only person arrested, or were there other co-conspirators there at the time that they grabbed up as well?
Well, this was a residential neighborhood, Lawrence, and we're told there were other people in the house. We're told that there were children. There were other people in the house. They were just detained periodically for the time temporarily. He was the only target they were going after, and they have him in custody now.
David, how unique is it for the DOJ and the FBI director to be on location for something like this?
It is unique. It's something we haven't seen often. Typically, these go down all the time. People in uniform do these every single day. The FBI director and attorney general said they wanted to get out there, be out there in person to see this and make sure they can thank these people in person and see what these operations are like in person, guys.
Can you tell me about him, David? What do we know about him? Leader, 24 years old, MS-13. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Well, right now we just know that he's the top leader on the East Coast of the United States. We know that he was not so much of a person that was dealing drugs or those kinds of things himself. We know more that he was kind of a ringleader, an operations leader, someone that was recruited by MS-13 several years ago. We're waiting for the actual criminal complaint. Hopefully going to find out some of those details here. But even some of the agents that were on the scene were remarking just his age, the fact that he is 24 years old and he's considered the top MS-13 person on the entire East Coast of the United States.
Unbelievable. And David, so you were there at like a staging area, a safe distance away from the apartment complex where this guy was, because apparently, it wasn't a bunch of guys in windbreakers going in. Everybody was armored up. They came in armored vehicles. There were SWAT teams. It's because they were expecting there could be trouble, right?
Oh, absolutely. They expected a fight. There were weapons in the house, we were told. We saw multiple different SWAT vehicles. I mean, it almost looked like something you would see at an Army base. I mean, there was a heavy heavy presence for this, and the FBI director, Attorney General, myself, and others, really other top DOJ leadership, the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, and Emil Bove, the Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General, also on scene watching from a distance, but they could watch it live on monitors and see. And the technology, we weren't allowed to show it on camera because of the nature of law enforcement, but it was incredible to see. I mean, very, very clear pictures and high-tech stuff. And they've been, surveilling
David,
this person for a while.
You were talking about how law enforcement, they do this every single day, raids every single day, which is true. But it is unusual to get someone this high up on the list, on the food chain. I mean, you got intelligence gathered. This is a massive operation.
It is a big one, and they've been looking after this person for a while. It's not clear how many times they previously wanted to do this operation, but it happened to work out today. But we know that there was surveillance on this individual for a while. And again, just the neighborhood that this person lived in was a run-of-the-mill residential neighborhood. People with Easter decorations outside. It was an apartment complex. Very nice neighborhood. And, they go in with these big tanks and SWAT teams this morning and get this guy out of there.
And I'm sure those residents are thinking, what the heck is going on here? And now everybody knows. There was a raid in Virginia, David, that took place between March 1st and March 13th, and 214 illegal immigrants were apprehended, took place in Virginia. So I'm wondering if somebody that was arrested between that time period talked and told the FBI about this guy, where he is in his location. When you were on the ground and talking to people that were involved in this arrest, did anybody say anything about that?
No, they didn't. They didn't bring that specifically up, but you're right. That did happen recently in Virginia. There's been a task force that the FBI has set up here in Virginia. So that's something new, and we expect the FBI director, to talk about that along with the AG, Attorney General, we call it the AG, today here at this news conference. But yes, there definitely has been a heightened increased work here in Virginia on this.
And David, while you were talking and reporting, the president posted on Truth Social truth. He wrote, just captured a major leader of MS-13. Tom Homan is a superstar. Caroline Levitt, who's going to be with us very shortly, just tweeted out, top MS leader arrested in Virginia. This is what happens when you have competent federal leadership working with state and local law enforcement on the ground. Bravo, AG Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Governor Glenn Youngkin, and Tom Homan. So there's a list of people. Real quickly, I know the press conference is supposed to happen in about 5 or 6 minutes. Do we know who's going to be there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know it's going to be the FBI Director, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, and Governor Glenn Youngkin. That's all we're aware of now. Obviously, some other officials with the local field offices at the FBI and whatnot will be there. But they're definitely happier that they have this person in custody now. And again, it's a little strange that I can't say this person's name, but we've been told we can't say this person's name as per the way things work in the court system. They need to wait for an initial appearance, but we know it's a 24-year-old man from El Salvador, the top leader of MS-13 on the East Coast, and one of 3 top leaders in the entire country.
Make some room on the top bunk. We got somebody else coming. Thanks so much.
David.
Thanks, David.
What an incredible win for the administration here. And the only one that is standing in the way are the Democrats that want to continue to have sanctuary cities and the media that chooses to report on one-offs. It is because of the maximum pressure of this administration, whether you're talking about the border with the military there, border patrol there, record hirings now, operational control almost at the border, and then you have Tom Homan with ICE as well as these joint task force going door to door to people that are criminals in this country. All of that makes for a great operation like this because people start talking.
And great optics to have the AG and the FBI director there.
Well, Democrats could be in the photo, but they choose to be against this.